What's going on? Vincent Rappisardi, BigBlueUnbiased.com. Thank you to those who've liked, commented, and subscribed. I really appreciate you guys. Make sure to turn notifications on. So every time I post, you get a notification. You can come join in on the conversation. We have reached 1,000 subscribers, so thank you to those who have subscribed. Let's continue to add more. Let's continue to build this unbiased sports community. So in this video, I want to talk about some moves the Giants made. They got rid of some players. They added some players. Ryan Connelly has been claimed by the Minnesota Vikings. So let's get into some of the moves that they made. So the most surprising move, aside from Ryan Connelly being waived, was Corey Coleman. They moved on from Corey Coleman. We heard some good things during camp from beat writers saying that, okay, looks like Corey Coleman's back. But at the end of the day, I was never very high on Corey Coleman, as you can see with this tweet here. This was back in about March. He missed the entire year last year because of injury. If you look at his his overall statistics, under 13 yards per reception for his career. So he's not really a big play, downfield, take the top off a defense, Darius Slayton kind of player, which is what I think the Giants need. So they add Damion Ratley, Cleveland Brown, former Cleveland Brown, former 6th round pick of the Cleveland Browns. Last year, he only caught 12 passes, but he averaged almost 17 yards per reception. So a very small sample size, but it gives them a good depth piece behind Darius Slayton. Sterling Shepard and Golden Tate, they have low yards before catch numbers, right? Those are guys that are going to catch short passes and try and turn them into long passes, yards after the catch. Darius Slayton is a guy who's going to catch the football further down the field. He's going to have a higher yards before catch per reception than Sterling Shepard and Golden Tate. So it seems like Damion Ratley, based on what he showed last year, showed some big play potential, that he's going to catch the football down the field. Very small sample size, but it looks like there's some potential there. Now, we talked about this in a YouTube video months ago. I thought the Giants should have made a trade for Chris Conley. Maybe they still consider it. But Chris Conley, big play wide receiver. The Giants need that. They need another big play wide receiver, maybe opposite Darius Slayton, or at least as a good depth piece with Darius Slayton or behind Darius Slayton, because Jason Garrett's offense, if you look at Dak Prescott last year, he was 3rd in completed air yards, 6th in intended air yards. So Jason Garrett's offense, the quarterback throws the football down the field. That's an Air Coryell kind of offense. You want to have as many Darius Slayton kind of receivers as you can possibly get, right? You want to have guys who can make plays downfield, because that really fits the offense that they have. I'm not saying Sterling Shepard or Golden Tate can't be productive, but they're not the prototypical Air Coryell kind of wide receivers that seem to fit Jason Garrett's offense. The Giants also added offensive tackle Jackson Barton, former 7th round pick of the Colts, played for the Chiefs as well. Adrian Colbert, safety, started 5 games for the Miami Dolphins last year. Played with Patrick Graham. Patrick Graham was his defensive coordinator last year in Miami. In terms of the practice squad, the Giants were able to retain many of their wide receivers that they had in camp. Alex Bachman was added to the practice squad, so was Austin Mack, Derrick Dillion, Johnny Holton, and fan favorite Binjimen Victor. Now, I actually think a couple of these guys could make an impact this season. When you think about Sterling Shepard, his history with concussions, Golden Tate, he's starting to get up there in age. Obviously, C.J. Board and Damion Ratley, they're not guaranteed anything. They're at the back end of the depth chart when it comes to wide receiver at the moment. They have to earn their way. Seems like there's potential there, but they still have to earn their way. So some of these guys in the practice squad could actually see some legitimate time with the Giants at some point this season. I wouldn't be surprised. In terms of the practice squad, the Giants also added Ryan Santoso, who's a kicker-punter combo kind of guy. He's on their practice squad. Chad Slade and Cooper Rush. They all are on the Giants practice squad at the moment. Okay, so the final thing that I want to talk about, a lot of Giants fans seem to be upset with Corey Coleman. The Giants moving on from him, and Ryan Connelly, the Giants moving on from him. Look, we are outsiders. We didn't even get to watch a preseason game this year. So these coaches, the front office, they get to see these guys every single day in practice. I'm not saying that they're perfect. They may make the wrong move. Maybe Corey Coleman plays great. Maybe Ryan Connelly plays great. We don't know. Could be other players as well that they let go. But at the same time, they have seen a lot more than we have this summer. So it's really tough to criticize any move at this point when none of us even got to see a real preseason game. We got to see some scrimmage highlights on YouTube. That was it. So I would just say relax on the criticism here, because we really didn't get to see much this summer. We just got to see things on Twitter, hear things on Twitter, and that's really it, and some YouTube highlights. So we'll see. Obviously, time will tell with the moves that they made. We'll see what happens. So that's all I got. Vincent Rappisardi, BigBlueUnbiased.com. Thank you to those who've liked, commented, and subscribed. I really appreciate you guys. Make sure to turn notifications on. Thank you to 1,000 subscribers. So Thanks again, Vincent Rapsari. Big Blue, unbiased.com.